Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? Happy New Year! We are in 2017 right now, so hopefully you guys, had a great year over 2016, and hopefully 2017 will become a much better one. So, whatever you guys have in your New Year's resolutions, hopefully you'll be able to fulfill them, and hopefully that they're positive. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So, what I want to talk to you guys about today is the upcoming Galaxy S8. Now, normally I don't talk about rumors, but if I were to bring up a rumor, it's just me predicting or questioning, what's going on for the future of, what's happening in the technology industry. So the Galaxy S8 is very intriguing to me because if you guys, I mentioned this in tons of videos so far. The Note 7, unfortunately, while it was a great phone, it had faulty hardware in there, mainly the battery, which caused it to explode, recalled 2 times. Now it's finally done, and Samsung will not be remanufacturing those for resale. Now, the Galaxy S8, there's this article that I read, which the link will be in the description below. That just basically specified a rumor about the Galaxy S8 where Samsung will be offering an accessory of an S Pen for the Galaxy S8, but they are not going to integrate the S Pen like they did with all the Note devices that they had, going from the first Galaxy Note all the way up to the Galaxy Note 5, not including the 7 because the 7 is completely done right now. But if you wanted to include that, they also included an S Pen for that as well. And this kind of hints to me, that this kind of confirms, I'm not 100% sure, but this kind of confirms that the Galaxy Note series is going to be done and over with, since the Note 7. But you never know. They may surprise us and come out with a Galaxy Note 8. Of course, there are other rumors going around about the Galaxy S8, such as they're going to make a 6-inch screen device for the S8. And, I'm pretty sure that'll probably be for the S8 Edge. That way, everyone else can have the regular S8 with the 5.5-inch screen. I think that was the screen size. Excuse me. I think it was actually 5.1 or 5.2. Either way, it's the smallest screen size, smaller than the Note series that I have. And, this is a little bit disappointing to hear, but at the same time, I think if Samsung were to try to create another Galaxy Note device and they just skip over the Note 7, then there's that whole gap between the Note 5 and the Note 8. If they were going to come up with another one, and people are going to be like, well, where's the Note 7? This is basically a problem for the history of the Note series. And not only that, since a lot of people have gone through this frustration with the Note 7, not 100% sure if they're going to like the Note series anymore, because the Note 7, I'm pretty sure, killed it for a lot of Note fans out there. Now, Samsung still has a lot of support from their customers because apparently when the Note 7 were returns, the majority of them actually went for a higher spec Galaxy device instead of switching to an iPhone, things like that, which there were still some people that did that, but apparently, some people still sided it with Samsung. They just decided to pick a different Galaxy lineup of devices, which is great for Samsung because they're still getting customers in. Unfortunately, it was a big loss for them on the Note 7. Therefore, they have to discontinue it. So it's I'm pretty sure the Note series is pretty much done and over with. The last Note phone for Samsung was the Note 5. That's about it. Which is kind of disappointing to hear because, I love this Note 4 right here. I still using the Note 4, believe it or not. And, 2017 right now, the day this video is being filmed, I'm still using the Note 4. Would I replace it? I don't know if I would. Maybe in a few years or so. Because this thing is still doing good for me. Battery life is still great. There were times where battery life did kind of sink down a little bit, but I think I solved that problem. Plus, I noticed that battery life started to drain a lot more when I was on vacation last year in California because, there were certain spots in California, believe it or not, where I got no signal at all with AT&T service. And I think what was happening was my phone was trying to grab service from somewhere, therefore that's draining battery life. You know, think of it as when you go to Las Vegas for the Consumer Electronics Show, and you know, you have tons of electronics over there, tons of cell towers to grab from, so your phones are constantly trying to grab signal strength from those cell towers, therefore that's going to drain battery life. So that's another issue right there. But other than that, I mean, battery life's been great. I mean, I did get a new battery for it last year because the old one crapped out on me because I overcharged it, so the cycles kind of caused it to deplete. But I mean, other than that, this thing has done well for me, and you know, I'm pretty impressed with the Note series, and I'm pretty sure the other Galaxy devices are very nice. But you know, let's say if the Note series were to come back, were to make a comeback, I don't know if I would get another Note series because I checked out the Galaxy S7 Edge the other day in Target because I just went by it and I'm like, hey, you know, how does it feel to hold that phone with the curved edges? And when I held it, you know, the thing felt amazing. And the size, I mean, it's almost as big as my Note 4 right here, but the feel of it was just great. And I thought that my fingers were going to get caught up on the screen, causing it to do movements since the edges were curved. But, you know, no, I didn't have that problem at all. So I'm like, maybe I should give this phone a chance if I wanted to do an upgrade. Right now I'm happy with the Note 4, but, you know, if they come up with a Note 8, who knows, you know. But depending on how it feels, I might get it. Yeah, because, I mean, I think for me, because the S series, they have the curved corners right here. Well, the Note series, you know, it's kind of flat. I mean, it's still curved, but it's kind of flat, whereas the S series phones were on an angle on the corners. I don't know. I just think that the square look looks better for me. I mean, that's just personal preference. I'm talking about right here. And plus, you know, a lot of expandable storage from the Note 7, so I'm expecting the S8 to have the exact same expandable storage as the Note 7 did before it killed itself. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the Note series is finally done and over with and that it's finally dead? I mean, leave a comment down below. Me personally, I'm thinking so because this is a sign that, you know, now the S8 is going to be getting some of the features that the Note series phones have. And, you know, basically, it's supposed to attract some of the Note fans, like some of the customers who were a big fan of the Samsung Galaxy Note phones, to come over to the S8. And I'm assuming this is going to be mostly for the S8 Edge due to the bigger size screen. And, you know, that 6-inch screen, I'm pretty sure is going to be going to the Edge model. So that way everyone else who prefer a smaller phone, but with the same amount of power, you know, they can go for the regular S8. It's kind of like how Apple is doing it with the iPhone 6 all the way up to iPhone 7. That's pretty much how they're doing it now. But we'll have to see what Samsung has for 2017. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment. Also check out the description below for my social media links, Twitter and Instagram. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.